Walk me to the sea and let me see forevermore. Sorry. Hi guys, welcome to Ghost on the Shore, a short little game, an exploration game with a bit of mystery. We play as Riley, who gets stranded on an island. So let's just jump right into it.
What is this? It's not supposed to rain today. I checked. I don't want to be out here when it rains like that. Lightning? No. Not a storm. Can't see a damn thing. What am I going to do? Oh my god. I can't do this.
Well, we know we're gonna get stranded, so...
Stop freaking out. I'm prepared for this, Riley. Now, how do I get out of this mess? No! I'm going to die! Can't be out here. Not on my own. There! Is that land? God, yes. Thank you. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
This can't be happening. No. Not the rocks!
Right turn, please.
No! Damn it! This was a mistake. Get me out of here! Somebody!
What is this? What is she doing?
What is that sound?
Is that a human?
Hello?
Who's
Focus,
talking?
Riley. It's just the wind. Eyes on the water. I have to moor. Somewhere.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Uh-oh. Timed response.
What is that sound?
Wait.
I'm not waiting. Answer me now.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you. Who are you?
What?
Wait. No. I don't want to know.
I mean, I would have thought someone was standing right behind me, but that's just me though.
Is that a pier? Yes! If I can get the boat close enough, I can do this.
No, you can't. You'll crash.
Leave me alone. Whoa! Come on, Riley. You've got this.
What are you doing? Cut the engine.
You've read the manual.
Manual? Have you ever sailed a boat before?
Stop it.
Yeah, I was
You
wondering
have
the
to
same
turn
thing.
off the engine.
Shut up.
Stop talking. Gonna get us both killed.
I'm already dead. Turn that key. Cut the engine. All right. Well done. Now, drop the anchor.
I'm just trying out the options, okay?
Right here! Why would I do
You'll
that?
crash the boat. You'll drown.
Pier can.
The pier will wreck your hull.
Then what do I do?
You have to secure the boat. Drop the anchor.
Where? There we go.
Good. You did good. You'll be fine now.
I am not fine. You have to stop this.
Stop what?
Talking. You have to stop talking.
Understood. That's fine.
Thank you.
Right, we can move.
I made it. What a mess.
And of
Window.
course she's got a
Let's see the
record
window.
player, turntable. Well, if that's all the damage that was done, then we're good, right?
So beautiful from here. You should go. I decide my own fate. I'm living my life.
Wow, the graphics
What's the plan after all?
are
So yes, be a devil.
interesting.
Let's check our backpack. I've no desire to get stranded without food or water.
We're not stranded. We've got a broken window, is all. She's here to explore, right?
Never leave without your music. It's soul food. Can't starve, right?
Who eats that?
Taking that with me. I am sketching the entire journey after all.
Every game like this have to have a sketchbook. I mean, it's a nice way to make a journal. Let's look at the map.
Why are these islands not on here?
How? Why? What sort of crappy map do you have, Riley? And not a very tidy person. Wow. Cardboard. Yeah, there had to be a dog. You know. It's always a pet. Where is it though? I've got the bed here and everything. But let's just keep moving.
I'm doing it. Deciding my own fate. And will you look at all this? So beautiful out here. Wish you were here. Sunny greetings from... a far-off place.
The Rogue Islands.
Oh. Damn it.
Bollocks. I can still hear you.
I can't tell you how glad I am that you can hear me.
Let's try and be nice.
Look, you know you can't stay, right?
Why?
Because you're not real.
But I am, Riley.
I've decided you are not. And don't ever say my name. Ever again. You know what? Just shut up.
Are we an angsty teen? Hope not.
What happened here? Did they all honestly leave?
How did this little village sink? It's like it's painted with a setting in my photo editing program. Pictures look just like this.
Can I speak to you now?
No.
No. Why do you keep following me?
I'm not following you, I'm stuck.
You're not stuck.
You are not stuck.
Look, I don't know what this is any more than you do.
I don't know if this is the way to treat a voice in my head, but...
You found your way in. Find the door out.
I can't believe you're judging me like that.
That's it. I'm blocking you. You're spam.
Spam? What's spam?
Right. So this person lived for at least half a century ago then. I mean, spam food has been available since, what, Second World War or something? But maybe that was a very American thing.
I'm not sure I can deal with this. Am I imagining you? You can talk now.
You're not imagining me.
Right, exactly what a voice in my head would say, right? I mean, are we alive? Did we only break a window? We didn't fall off the boat and drown, walking around here as I'm the ghost on the shore.
This place. It's mesmerizing. What happened here?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Nothing.
Not a single thing.
You never told me your name.
Josh. My name's Josh.
Some games do that. They sort of spoil it by the title, but you don't know until you've played the game.
Oh, what a pretty little cottage.
Is it?
Right out of a country magazine. What do you know about it?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Let's see.
Yeah, right, from a magazine. If you close the doors, maybe. How many years since anyone lived here? It's been a while. The interior looks like it's not been done anything with since the 50s or 60s or something.
Seriously? Piccalilli is as far as I go.
You'd eat it if you were here in the winter time.
Raisin bread. I hate that. Ugh.
Roses. Why?
Yeah.
Bath salts, oils, desserts. I love roses.
But it's empty, so there's that. Grandpa clock, we call them. My dear Margot.
Why did this Margot never open a letter?
Maybe she never knew it was here.
I never write letters. I bought this stationery when I moved to the islands, having every intention to write to friends left far behind.
No more ferries after 1980.
But this is the first piece I have ever used. My life was here. No letter would change that. And pictures were my talent, not words. The emotion in my subject's eyes. How could I use a sentence to capture that? Some things, though, must be told in words. And as you won't allow me to speak the words, I will buckle down and write them. I must go, even though I don't want to. How I hate to leave you, Margot.
Do you think it's them that lived here?
Maybe.
But time is not our friend, and time is becoming unkind to me. No amount of this fresh, salty air will fix that ache in my bones. So I must head to the mainland. I hope you'll forgive me. It seems unbelievable that you have only been on the rogues for 3 years. I was never lonely before you came. But as soon as I saw you, I felt it, the love I never expected. I love you as a mother loves a daughter. That was the true blessing.
She's beautiful, but she looks so sad.
You wouldn't let me close in those first days, so I had to wait, and it was worth it. But Margot, my sweet, I worry. You cannot continue as you are. Please come find me on the mainland. There is one last ferry next week on the 29th of September. Let me help you. The islands will wait. They are always here.
Definitely the home of a photographer.
In case you don't take that last ferry, I'm leaving you all my food, all my recipes. I know you love the raisin bread and all the knowledge to survive the rogue islands. You can make this life beautiful. You are young and alive. Even my photos cannot capture your true spirit. I hope you can conquer those demons and live your life as fully as I have. I want you to have no regrets. I will miss you. Carrie. This would be a perfect place to have a summer house. Wait. Cassette tape?
Is that a cassette tape? No way.
A what?
Oh, I want to hear this.
Testing. 1, 2. Well, hello to myself, I guess. Or dear diary, or however you're supposed to begin these things. Just if I don't talk to someone, I'll go insane, even if it's only myself. I guess I'll start at the beginning. The rogues seemed like a good idea. A bunch of us were looking for a place to hang out, make music and just, be groovy together. And it was cool. So totally chill. But then the nightmare began. And I don't know if it was the drugs or me going crazy, but when the others left, it got worse. I'm glad she was here, Carrie, or I would have lost it completely. I miss her. I was so rotten to her. I just didn't want her to leave, I understood she had to. She was sick. And I couldn't take care of her. She knew that. So she left me food, recipes. Not that I'll ever cook.
So what are you eating?
She remained behind.
Was she here all by herself?
Must have been.
That's where we came from.
So, what do you think about the cabin?
I don't know. I need to have an opinion.
Yep. You do.
Did you read the letter?
I did.
Why did Carrie write Margot a letter?
She felt guilty about leaving her.
How do you know that?
Because that's what she told Margot.
What are you saying?
I heard her say it. I was there.
You were there?
You were hiding that from me?
I can't believe I forgot.
But now you remember?
Like she'd always been there. Somewhere in the back. And now she's taken a step forward. Into the light.
I see.
You knew Carrie.
I get the feeling you think this is important.
Did you see that date? 1980. You were alive in 1980.
He never answered. I'm gonna try and remember that, because I feel like he's not told us a thing about himself other than his name. And then he suddenly remembered Margot and Carrie. Could he have been a ghost back then as well?
I'm sorry I dropped in on you like that.
No, you're not.
But I just said that I was. I am sorry.
If you truly were, you'd pack up and go.
But that's the troublesome part. I don't think I know how to extract myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump the gun here and tell you straight. I'm not good with people.
Well, technically I'm not people. I'm a ghost.
Look, I'm not interested in your conversations or how I make you feel.
This is not going to be pleasant for either of us.
No, I don't want to talk.
Not even a little bit. We could agree on a timing.
That depends.
Depends on your definition of a little bit.
Well, I get to ask you a question every time we see a seagull.
No.
A pear-shaped tree trunk?
No, just be quiet.
Don't jump.
What?
Why?
Who would I talk to then?
Right.
Right. I'm not going to jump. Just try to be quiet once in a while, okay?
I don't talk that much.
Oh, but you do. Believe me.
Sorry. Didn't realize.
I feel like Riley's aggressive nature towards the voice is understandable, relatable. So I'm probably gonna make those responses. Make a sketch of what exactly? The view? It's kind of nice. She looks so lost. Did she want to be saved? So is this me writing? I guess it is. Of course it is. To leave and know you can never come back, to never undo the choice you've made. I'm here always. To be as industrious as the occupant of this cabin was. To have planned for the long haul. I'm not sure my jerky will take me far. Who's the boy? Yeah. Damn straight I did. Back to square one. Just me and Marshall. Where is he? Stop the slaughter. Very unrelated to the story though. What? Why was that in the middle there? Walk me to the sea. I want to see more. Setting my sails to billow in the warm breeze. Is that an intended pun? Walk me to the sea and let me see forevermore. Sorry. Wait, so did Riley save a pig at a slaughterhouse? Is that it?
I think I like it here. The rogues are magnificent. I've seen nothing like it. Is that a weird thing to say?
Not in my book. You've seen many islands.
Not really. I was going to. You know, before the storm. Before you.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
That's okay, I guess.
I keep looking down to see if the view changes, but Oh, what's that?
Is this a letter?
In a tin can. What does it say?
We can even listen to a letter?
23rd of May 1919. My sweet little elfins. I arrived on the island of Big Rogue 5 days ago. It's a lonely place, with bluffs along the sea. And it does feel a bit like your old father, faded and worn. I had no intention of remaining here. Figured I'd pass through and set out once again, but then I met the boy. He is alone, with no one else to talk to. And I can't quite put my finger on it, but there is something about him. Once I've figured out how I can help him, then, my dear sweets, I will hurry home. Keep the lamps lit, so I can find you. Soon we'll be together again. Your loving father.
Elfins. His children.
Why wasn't he with them?
The point is, why didn't he send the letter?
No, the point is, of course, the boy. Is that part of the mystery, the boy?
Josh.
Yes?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying your name out loud.
Why?
I wanted to know how that felt. I'm glad there's no one else here. They'd send me to the nut house. Put me on the next ferry out. Actually, that doesn't sound so bad.
Wait, you got a boat. Why would you need a ferry? Are we ever going to get to explore the sunken village? I want to know what happened here. I like the garden. Very nice, very cute.
I don't think he used this to make pizza.
That's for baking bread. What's pizza?
Don't worry about it.
Wait, he doesn't know what a pizza is? See? He was sure as hell not alive
cook?
in
Of some
1980.
sort.
Fine, so pizza became commonplace around early 70s. We got pizzas. Pizza
Boats. All
pubs
boats.
became a thing in my country, but that doesn't mean that they didn't have that in the English-speaking part of Europe.
So he or she was a cook?
He was. Terence.
Terence.
Do you? Cook?
No, but I make brilliant scrambled eggs. That's what I was told when I was 12.
By who?
My mum. Terence. We now have 2 names of islanders you've known.
Carrie and Terence.
We're making progress, and there's bound to be more cottages around here. We'll be out of here soon.
So I'm solving a mystery now. His mystery, to get him out of my head. That's what we're doing. I guess. Could take him home with me if I wanted to. But do I?
Cordelia. I don't like that name.
No, when you say it like that, it sounds weird. I agree. Why does she pronounce it like she's never even heard of the name? That doesn't make sense. But, oh well.
Another letter.
Why does he keep hiding them? He should have sent them.
15th of February 1921. My dear little elfins, the more I learn about the Crown family, the more I realize what wolves they were. As I've mentioned, the Crowns owned this island back in its heyday. but they were a haughty bunch and they took much more than they gave. But as I write these words cursing the Crown family, I realize that perhaps I am no better. True, I never owned an island, but like the Crowns, I didn't value life as I should. I don't think man is made to recover from war. Once he has seen such horrors, how can he pretend they don't exist? I miss you all dearly, and hope to find my way home to you soon. Your father.
Something's not right. I can't figure him out.
He knew about the crowns.
Wolves. They're not so bad.
They are if you're a sheep.
True. Not one lonely wolf, perhaps, but if you're a ram, I mean. Let's have a look. Ah, I put some color in it as well. We're also imagining people here. Cordelia Crown, she must have been real pleased with herself. Or, you know, someone else could have put it up there. I understand passion, even though I've never really felt it myself. I can tell cooking was the love of his life. Nice little school. What? 8 pupils? 10?
Cordelia Crown. Haven't seen her in a while. She was nobility, and a big deal around here.
And that must be where the money came from.
Aye, they owned the Rogue Islands.
She looked like she wasn't from this century. How old are you, Josh? I mean, how long ago did things happen to you? Hello? A key.
And what do we have here?
Perfect place to hide something. Especially if that key is needed in this room, then I'd say it's a fail. The Legends of the Will-O-Wisps. Really? On the Mysteries of the Rogues? Will-O-Wisps tend most often to reside in the vicinity of ponds and in the bogs, or moors. On occasion, a lone traveler has caught glimpses of these remarkable glowing lights in our catacombs, or graveyards, or even among our many ruins. Is this foreshadowing? Are we meant to think they're ghosts?
Yeah, that's them all right. Cordelia Crown. And Nora Crown.
When Peter Crown purchased our beloved islands this past winter, he sincerely reflected upon the management of his predecessors. Rents remained too high, wages remained too low, and stomachs remained empty. Hang on, 1820? Wow, Josh, you've been dead for 200 years. Does he know that? And again about will-o-wisps. Not gonna read all of it. But Pixie, I must say that I am disappointed. I thought we've decided fairy tales were not the subject of this essay. So this Pixie is getting a reprimand from her teacher? But someone felt like it was necessary to keep a mother? I know I've done that.
Beatrice Parker. Headmistress, I guess?
And this must have been her office.
I'm guessing not only did she use this for heating up the place, but to have some tea or coffee. I like that I'm getting interested in the people, but there's 4 new names to remember. It's gonna be, 5 with that Pixie student, pupil, I guess.
Oh god,
Whoa.
what's that?
What?
That!
Of course, will-o-wisp. Well, game, you weren't really subtle with your foreshadowing, that's for sure.
What are you waiting for?
What? I'm just looking.
I need to see what that is.
You need to see what that is. You don't... Wait. Josh is just in my head. I don't see me glowing, so... He's not a will-o-wisp. Has he ever been? Is there an evolution of ghosts? Hello?
Hello? Oh god.
Do you know my ghost? Do you know Josh?
This is going to sound silly, but my friend, he,
You can't be.
What?
I'm
What?
sorry.
Why are you here?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't mean to be here.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either.
That makes 3 of us.
No, don't go!
Hang on.
Well, that was rude.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that?
Was that a ghost?
Wait, you haven't seen a ghost before?
Is that a tinge of fear I detect there?
Well, I've never seen a ghost before.
You are a ghost.
Well, I can't see me, can I?
Honestly.
But why? You must have eyes, since you can see the world around you. Yeah, that's me. That's me getting into reality and physics and all that, and it's not gonna happen.
She seemed spooked, though she's the ghost. And then just breaking off the conversation like that. That's just rude.
You should find her. Talk to her again.
Yeah, a ghost with no manners. You want to find one of your kind, huh? I get it. Ah, the beach.
Oh my god. This beach. It's dazzling.
What, the water and the sand?
The water, of course.
Don't you see those colors? The blue and green of the waves? Like that perfect blue lagoon wall paint.
Don't see it.
Wall paint.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite pins.
You have a favorite pin?
I was putting together a board on how I wanted to redecorate my boat. You don't know social media. Never mind.
And neither do you, Riley. She would have her phone out all this time. Basically, all the freaking time. Beatrice Parker was a school teacher. Beatrice. Something so lovely about that name. I wonder if I can learn more about her. I know enough about the world to know you should never trust bright lights that beckon you to follow them. But what can you do when one has taken refuge in your mind? I am undone. The Crown family bought these islands. Cordelia, Peter and their daughter Nora. Though the lodge may not be as wild as what I've seen so far. Where is the lodge? I'm sure we'll know in a bit. Pretty sure.
Back at the school, you said you wanted to travel. And you sounded sad.
Sad.
It's silly, really.
I love silly.
I used to think I was going to dance around the world, on every continent, in every country.
You don't think that anymore?
I had to grow up.
Why? You're not going to answer me?
I don't have to answer you, and just so you know, I did answer. I shrugged.
Like with your shoulders? I can't see your shoulders.
Not my problem.
Tough luck. I'm done talking about this.
Oh, wait. This is where that old woman lived.
What old woman?
What a tragedy. Ethel. She lost her entire family to the fever. Husband. And all 3 girls.
Oh no.
Oh, that's horrible. Ugh, This is the freakiest doll I've ever seen.
Have a little respect. That is a beautiful doll.
It probably was. At one point. Fanny. Henry? Dear Pixie. Oh. So Hannah is writing to Pixie. I'm so happy that you taught me to read and write. I'm writing a book. It's a lot of fun. I love stories. I read it to Fanny and Louisa. I'm a teacher too now. I teached father to write his name. He's really good. Thank you, Hannah. Pixie knew how to write. And Hannah, she was never in school. Meaning she was poor. Only the well-off kids were able to go to school. Fairies on Fire by Hannah Little. So cute. And sad. Once upon a time there was a fairy that lived on the island. Her wings were made of fire, and they were so bright everybody could see them. One night a girl catched the fairy and put her in a jar, because in the night it got very dark on the island. The fairy cried a lot, and the tears filled the jar, so she was swimming in her tears. That's cute with the spelling mistakes and everything. Right, so Louisa was the baby. That's sad. I'm amazed so much of the building is still standing though. After 200 years. The boats aren't that old. They couldn't be.
Why aren't you afraid of me? It might be the more sensible thing to do.
I should be afraid, I guess. But I'm not. I guess I don't truly believe it's real yet. All of this. You.
That's so funny. Last time I heard that, I fell off my dinosaur.
Really?
Did you just make a joke? A terrible joke at that.
Hang on. Who told him about
This
dinosaurs?
is hard. You try exploring an island with a roomie that won't shut up for a second.
I am, actually, and it's not even my room. You call all the shots, I just have to shut up and sit it out?
Ah. Maybe not.
Never thought of it like that. But it was you who decided it was a good idea to take up lodgings in my head. And I'm done talking about it.
I don't know that he did.
There's something odd about that house upon the hill.
I thought you liked it.
I do. But it must be at least 19th century.
I see what you mean. It withstood the test of time. There's more buildings like that.
How is that possible? Why? And so many things were left behind.
Anything you fancy? You can keep it.
Never. Can't take what's not mine.
It's not like anybody's gonna need it. Maybe the islands kept these things safe for you to find.
Don't be daft. You mean the rogue islands lured me here?
I'm not saying anything. I'm considering some options.
It's funny. Trying to make sense of this by talking to a ghost.
Beatrice.
What about her?
I think that school was her safe place.
Safe from what?
No.
Was she in danger?
A place to keep her things safe. Tokens of the past or something.
I can see that.
I'd like to know more about her. I keep thinking about Cordelia Crown.
Why? Who is she?
She was this older woman with a lot of money.
Did you have an affair?
Did you have an affair?
Of course not.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Why ask if you know the answer already?
We don't know anything about you. You two may have history.
God, no. She was horrible.
Well, you could have horrible history then. That sounds like a children's book.
What kind of sick-ass books did you read?
Wait. Actually, I don't know, but it sounds so current to say.
How did you spend your days down here? Or up there, for that matter? It's beautiful and all. I'm sure you had a whale of a time, but didn't you get bored? Lonely, maybe? You're smiling.
How could you possibly know that?
I can sense it. That's weird, right? But, you know, whatever.
Don't be uncomfortable. I'm glad you felt me smiling.
This is recent. You think there's a shepherd around still?
These sheep don't need a shepherd. It's a breed that doesn't even need to be shaven.
How do you know?
And you know this from looking at the bones?
I know this because that's what the farmers used to keep around here. I was there.
Oh, right.
So it's not recent. Uh-oh.
Wait, do you hear that?
No, what?
Nothing.
Why can't you hear it?
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Actually, I feel like this is the way out of this area, so I'm not done exploring. Another letter or cassette tape.
Here's another one.
Let's play it. I like listening to her voice.
Hiya, diary. I like sitting here. Reminds me of when I was a girl. You see, there were horses here. You can still see their pen and their stables. Secretly, I like to name them and imagine what it must have been like to ride them on that beach there. There would have been a Black Beauty, of course. God, I love horses. They're so wild and free. And when I was riding them as a girl, I felt the same. Wild and free. The wind blowing back my hair, the thundering hooves. Why did that feeling ever stop? And why did I think I'd find it here? The horses are long dead. And I'm trapped. On this island. In my head. With him.
I remember those horses. And the Evanstons. We leased a horse from them whenever we had a cargo that needed to go over the hill.
We?
The islanders.
I wonder why she chose to stay behind alone. I have a feeling you know Margot better than you know. Or are willing to tell me. Does he really not remember anything, or?
Oh, fuck. What's that?